What's happening, boys and girls? How the devil are we? Shanksy here, and today we are going to be taking a full look at Rage 2. We are going to go in the good, the bad, and the damn right ugly. So, Rage 2 is a first-person shooter brought to us by Avalanche Studios in conjunction with ID Software. Now, you might remember ID Software as them beautiful bar stewards that brought us all of the Doom games. So, this does have a very big Doom feel to it as we go through our playthrough. It's published by Bethesda, and at the moment, there's no real microtransactions. So, that is without a shadow of a doubt on the good side. So let's start with what is good about this game, and it's got to be the combat. The combat is absolutely beautiful. You've got such a free-flowing movement for an FPS. It really does feel really good. You've got a mixture of vehicles, a mixture of weapons, whether it be the Sidewinder pistol, the Ranger assault rifle, combat shotgun, rocket launcher, grav dart launcher, the Firestorm revolver, which I like to call the Thanos gun, because after you shoot them you click and they burst into flames, the hyper cannon or the charged pulse cannon. So there's a few decent guns in the game, and what I really like about it as well is they've made a very conscious decision to make all of the fights very up close and personal. So you've got no snipers or anything like that. You have got to get in the enemy's face and cause a little bit of mischief, a little bit of mayhem. While you also go through the game as well, you can unlock skill projects and Ferrite. Ferrite will allow you to upgrade your guns as well as weapon mods to then either pick faster handling, quicker reload, holstered reload, all those type of perks, very much weapon specific as well. You've also got a nanorite system, which are your abilities. Your abilities range from Shatter, which is like a massive punch to break their armor, double jumps, grav jumps, like a anti-gravity grenade, defib, which is basically if you do go down, you can use the defib to pick yourself back up. Vortex, you've got a barrier there as well. Overdrive, which is your main bread and butter skill, is basically after you stack enough kills up, you can get this overdrive ability. Then you can upgrade your overdrive ability, and that's going to give you a ton of health back, make your guns do even more crazy amount of damage, all that type of good stuff. You've got a dash and a rush ability as well, which makes getting around the map and getting around these enemy bases so fluid. It really is nice. So the gameplay, the actual fight scenes are amazing. I would say on the good side of things as well is they've introduced a fair few characters that they're almost trying to carve out their own identity. And I don't know, to be honest, if it's really hit the nail on the head or anything like that. But they've got some really cool characters, whether it be Sweet Desdemonia, some random NPCs, the main professor that you work with that is riding around on the ugliest thing I've ever seen in a game, full stop, Doom included. So they do have a very wide range of characters and some pretty cool boss fights as well. Now, you don't quite have a leveling system in this. As I say, you unlock project points, you unlock things as you go throughout the game. Now, your main projects are centered around combat, engineering, and your nanorite abilities as well. So to unlock more project points, you basically just do activities around the map, a little bit of open world padding to increase your standing with the corresponding guy that's in charge of that project. So this is all well and good so far. But what's bad about the game? Now, the open world is beautiful. Graphically, it's really nice. But honestly, the open world just feels so empty. You do feel like you're driving around from one location to a next for very large periods of time. And then sometimes when you get to that location, hoping it's going to be a bandit camp, hopefully it's going to be a big crusher nest or a mutant or something like that, there's just like a couple of storage boxes. You pick them up and you're done. There's random little roadblocks throughout the map. And honestly, it feels very easy as well. So one thing I would recommend, if you do pick this game up, if you're normally used to playing games on normal, whack it up a notch. Because after the initial learning curve that I got round fairly quickly, playing on normal just felt far too easy. It really did. And as far as the combat, I would like a little bit more challenging. Don't get me wrong, I'm not after Sekiro challenging. I'm not after getting battered at every encounter. But I would like to have to think about some of the camps or what abilities to use, rather than sometimes just blitzing through absolutely every location. It got to the point that even the big bosses that were spawning in, we weren't even taking damage. You know, we weren't even taking damage. After we had upped our assault rifle a little bit, we were blitzing through it very, very easily. So if you are used to playing on normal, I would really recommend upping it a notch ever so slightly. Another side of things on the bad thing, as I mentioned earlier, they do introduce some really, really cool characters, but I don't care about them. You know, like there's no storyline to it that I actually care about. I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the combat so much that I'm not that bothered that I don't care about them. But there's no real, I don't know, care for the story, care what's going on, real explanation about the world around. Maybe they done that in Rage 1. Full disclosure, I've not played Rage 1, but I don't really feel like this is a game that you need to have played Rage 1 to have some fun with. But maybe with the storyline and things like that, I don't know. The characters just, as funny as they are sometimes, as interesting as they are, they don't really grab my attention. They don't really, don't get you to like them or hate them either which way. I think one of the games that we played recently, Days Gone, for example, wow, made you really angry with some of the protagonists in the game, with some of the characters in the game. Really, really angry. And you really felt connected to the main protagonist, the character that you play. Now, you play Walker in this, and to be honest, apart from him being an orphan that's been adopted by a general and trained up, and then she's died, you don't really know that much about him, nor do you really care. But you do get to roam around the wasteland with this Mad Max Doom type feeling to it and smash some faces off. And that's its real redeeming feature, is its combat, without a shadow of a doubt. Now let's get on to the damn right ugly. What's so bad about this game? Honestly, I've got to say, it's the content. It's the longevity of the game. For me, just doesn't seem to be there whatsoever. So we played it twice on stream, and I've done a little bit off stream to get some footage for the YouTube videos and things like that. We completed the game, the whole story, in maybe 5 hours tops. So you're looking at 5 hours worth of content, and that was me playing relatively slowly as well, by doing quite a bit of side missions and things like that on the side. So you've got 5 hours of main storyline content, and then maybe with all the other stuff going around, you've maybe got another 5 to... Let's be generous. Let's be really generous, all right? You've maybe got another 10 hours of open world stuff, and a lot of that open world stuff is going to be driving from one location to another, rather than like crazy cutscenes or battles or anything like that. So you've got maybe in total 15 hours of content, in my opinion. I can't really see, as much as I enjoy the combat, I can't really see me putting much more into the game with the open world stuff that's going on. It's just not there. And for a full price game, it's an awful lot of money. Don't get me, graphically it's beautiful, combat wise it's a lot of fun, but it's so much money for not a lot of content. You know, I'd at least like to get an hour per dollar or per pound spent. You know, that's the way that I normally judge a game, if I'm going to get some value for money for it. If it's going to cost me £50 to buy a game or $50 to buy a game, can I get 50 hours of enjoyment out of it? And I can't even get 25 hours out of this, I don't think. So that to me is a real big negative. That is the real ugly bit about this game. The rest of it's beautiful, you know, combat wise, systems wise, control wise, it feels really, really smooth, really, really nice. But I'm ever so gutted about just the lack of content therein. I was expecting much more of a campaign, and to be able to finish the game up in like in 5 hours, 6 hours, playing fairly slowly, it's a bit of a gutter. bit of a gutter. But guys, that is it for me today. I hope you've enjoyed the new review system. I hope you guys like the vibe of the good, the bad, and the ugly. We'll never search for the good, the bad, and if the game doesn't have anything damn right ugly about it, we won't search for it. But these will be the factors that we do our reviews in going forward. So hopefully you guys like it. Guys, please let me know what you think down below. Make sure you leave a comment. Hit that like button, and if you want to go above and beyond, help grow this community, please, please, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn them notifications on for more game reviews and all that good stuff. You know how to do it. Guys, if you want to talk to me in person, you can find me over at my Twitch page, which is www.twitch.tv/Shanksy. I hope to see you over there. But until then, y'all take it easy. Peace!